No.
Good evening, and 07 Commanders, wherever you are in the world. Thank you very much for joining us. Great to have you here. Wow, what's been going on? Lots of stuff. Tonight I'm very excited and privileged. We have some guests, which I'll introduce in a few seconds. I will give you a very quick kind of rundown on what's been going on. I have been with Commander Jalfreezi, and we have been doing plenty of stuff, really. We found some litter, didn't we, Commander Jalfreezi? You're here tonight as well.
Yeah.
So there's some little screenshots coming up on the screen. We found some litter on brand new, freshly built stations. We've been doing plenty of colonisation. Built 3 kind of things, and I have a video that will be going out probably tomorrow on the channel. Colonisation for Dummies Episode 2. Which I'm hoping will make sense of it, because I'm still very confused by colonisation. So there we go. And I am privileged and excited to be joined tonight by Commander Jalfreezi, as I say, but also Commanders Mykl and DJ Creep. Good evening.
Good evening, gents. Nice to be here.
Yeah, nice to be here.
Thank you so much for joining. Very, very excited to have you here and to kind of think about and muse over the Distant Worlds 3 experience, really. But I'm guessing that your experience started before Distant Worlds 3. And I'd love it if you could just kind of introduce yourselves and tell us a little bit about how you got into Elite. That would be fantastic for a starter. And then we'll come on to how you got involved with Distant Worlds, if that's okay. Commander Mykl, would you like to go first?
Sure, I can. How and when? That was 2018, just before Distant Worlds 2 took off, like in November, or I think late October maybe. I played for a bit, then got into a lot of the content creators like Turgeon, and yeah, I'm not gonna like name call all of them. It's gonna be a lot. Just before Elite and for Distant Worlds 2, and not for that reason though. I kind of got the game out of on a whim, recommended by a friend, because he was going apeshit about how great it was in VR. I gave it a shot because I was just looking for something to try out anyway. And then Distant Worlds happened. I saw a lot of content about Distant Worlds, and that's why I mentioned Turgeon, because he actually made me look up Distant Worlds. His Turgeon's Travels. I actually have to. Sorry. I have to adjust my terminology. It's Turgena now, and her streams. I'm sorry. That's where my mind is at right now. I'm really not very acute. Anyway, those videos just made me so hella interested in trying an expedition like that, and especially Distant Worlds in particular. And then we are.
Fantastic. So were you involved with the first Distant Worlds?
No.
So you got involved on Distant Worlds 2 or Distant Worlds 3?
Yeah.
2. Fantastic. Thank you very much. Yeah. And then yourself, DJ Creep.
So I got into the first experience of Elite was on the BBC Micro in around about 1986. Which I had no clue what the hell I was doing. You know, I used to load up the game and you just press random buttons on the keyboard and hope for the best. And I don't think I even managed to dock or anything. I couldn't, because we had a DOSy copy of it. You know what I mean? I didn't have a manual or anything.
Did you have to load it from tape? That's the real question.
We actually had a TDK software, so everything that came on tape we could put onto floppy disk.
Fantastic.
And I had one of those 7-inch floppy disk drives.
the real big ones.
The actual floppy disks, yeah,
A real
exactly.
proper floppy disk. None of this new nonsense.
None of that fancy tape business. But yeah, I remember loading games from tape. We had some that just like you just couldn't get around. You know, the TDK didn't work. I had a game called Fortress that you had to load up. It was like a side-scrolling sort of semi-3D shooter, you know. And I remember that used to take 35 minutes to fucking load. It was absolutely ridiculous. But anyway, and then much later on, I finally played it on. I played Frontier Elite 2 on the Amiga. I got absolutely addicted to that. Really figured that out, but it's a very different experience. You're not really. You kind of don't. Everything's done on autopilot. At least it was when I was playing it. You know, it was the most efficient way of doing everything. And you could fast forward time and also, so you were literally just menu into menu, unless you got interdicted, you know, while traveling from start to start or whatever. But yeah, hundreds of hours in that, and then I learned about Be Dangerous from a YouTuber. I'm sure it was Obsidian, because he was looking at the beta at the time.
Right.
So he was one of the first to start posting the really early alpha stuff. And then when the premium beta opened up, I was like, hell yes. I'm in with the Big Dick McSwaggins account on that to get early access. And then I think within a week from then, I bought a HOTAS, just a little basic picture one, like the 30 quid one. And then sort of, yeah, and then I was absolutely hooked. I just absolutely adored it. I was blown away by how beautiful the galaxy was, and how well all the detail they put into the star systems. I remember the first time docking in a space station and seeing the little, you know how it's like a Coriolis station, and you've got the little roads with you see all the little
going on and stuff
about and everything. I was like, this really feels like the thing, you know. This is it. This is really it, you know. And I just absolutely hooked.
Were you like me? So I played Elite in 1984, 86, that kind of region on the BBC Model B, and I always dreamed that the vector graphics was solid.
I mean, it was still pretty, even in the wire mesh. Like, I remember being quite mystified by it, but
yeah, I think that's why docking on a starport was so incredibly difficult. To be fair, it wasn't a solid. You
can't tell you can't tell what's a window and what's just a decoration.
Where the letterbox is, and as you got closer, it got worse.
Yeah. I didn't even get through the letterbox. Like, absolutely not. I don't think I even figured out how to kind of move from the spot.
No, docking was. Was there a book or something called "Docking is Easy" or "Docking is Hard" or something like that? I think there was a law book, wasn't there, or a guide? Brilliant. Commander Jalfreezi, I mustn't forget you. How did you get into Elite?
I started playing when I was in my early 20s on the BBC Mykl. We used to play it in the physics lab because there was a Mykl there instead of doing our coursework. We used to play Elite.
Nothing's changed. Thank you. So, in terms of Distant Worlds, then, Commander Mykl, you've said you got involved in Distant Worlds too. How did you even find out about it? Because I was playing on console at the time. I wasn't really part of the community, and I completely missed it. I didn't know it happened until after it happened.
I'm not really sure how. I don't really remember. I just knew I looked it up. Like I saw Distant Tangent's videos were about Distant Worlds, Tangent Travels, I mean. And those made me curious about Distant Worlds, and I think I googled it.
Right. So YouTube kind of took you to it then, I suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think for me it was I'm fairly sure I was on the Frontier forums, and I think I got first wind of it there, and then I think Obsidian made a vid about it, and then The Verge were putting up articles about it. I was at Polygon, I can't remember. but like it really got legs, and I can't remember if that's what led me to Distant Radio, or if it was before that. Mykl, do you fucking hell? I'm nattering too much to remember that back far. But do you remember if we met because of Distant Worlds, or was it like had I met you before that? I'm fairly sure it was because of Distant Worlds. So
yeah, it was because of it.
Fleetcom, and then I've learned about the radio, and I was like, "Holy shit, this is
Exactly.
cool!" Yeah.
So and that
Your application as a DJ was the first interaction.
Exactly.
was there a proper application process?
No.
The application process. I mean, there is one. You get slide into Mykl's DMs and say, "Can I get a slot of Distant Radio?"
Yeah. You have to keep pestering me so I don't forget, which I did about for way too long with DJ Creep.
So how did?
Well, I think.
Sorry, I was going to just ask, how did Distant Radios come about then? What was the kind of mindset behind it? How did it happen, I guess?
I think, I was just chatting on Fleetcom, and at a certain point I asked, what do you guys think about the radio? Hang on, I'm going to look up the actual message. It's not that hard.
Wow.
Searching for radio by me. Come on. And then sort by oldest. And the oldest message, is there, or would anybody be interested in a radio station dedicated to Distant Worlds?
Yeah.
With music news and stuff. That was my actual initial idea. And I got some feedback, and things just went from there. I knew how to set up an internet radio station before that. I've been working with other radios before.
Wow.
Yeah, that's...
And how was the selection process very rigorous for DJ Creep? Because I suspect it could have been more rigorous.
Not rigorous enough.
Yeah, definitely not rigorous enough. But also, it took months for me to actually really address this application. I think twice.
Yeah, the expedition was.
Get back to me later.
Yeah, the expedition was actually finished by the time Mykl got around to actually let me on the radio.
Pretty much.
So I was fucking DJing to like an empty room.
Oh, that's hilarious! I had no idea. Bless you.
Yeah, I still feel bad about that a little.
Nah, there was such a rich lineup on the whole expedition anyway, to be honest. So the reason I didn't nag you, I'd nag the fuck out of you now, but the reason I didn't nag you then was like there was like loads of DJs on there. I think what's his name? Oh god,
That's an age thing. That I'm
Kenny,
doing that all the time.
Kenny was DJing, and he's very vocal, and he actually talks on the show like a proper DJ sort of thing.
Yeah.
And he had a lot of slots there. There was loads of other DJs as well, and they were doing a great job of it already. I didn't feel like there was many slots that needed filling sort of thing. And I was just enjoying being a listener, to be honest, and enjoying the expedition itself. So yes, no hard feelings, Mykl. Now.
It's quite a commitment, though, isn't it? I mean, I think I'm just a punter. I just turned up on Distant Worlds 3. I had no idea, no expectations. It blew me away. But what I realised was the commitment of everybody involved is just stunning. From the people flying the fleet carriers to you guys to the moderators and everything else. It must be quite a relief it's over now for a little while.
Yeah, for the organisers, it's like you can't wrap your head around. Even I remember for Distant Worlds too, like the amount of time it took them to just manage the applications to be part of the expedition. The sheer volume, organising all the spreadsheets and usernames and ship regs and Fleetcom membership coupled with the. You've got the Discord, but also the actual PG player group. Sorry for anyone unaverse. So, it was a full-time job for a large group of people, basically. And you just kind of fathom how much work they put in. It's insane.
No, absolutely.
But yeah, so glass of praise to them lot once again. Like, just so impressive.
Were the obviously I missed Distant Worlds 2, so were the one of the outstanding features of Distant Worlds 3 really for me was the sheer, going back to the organisers and the work that they did, the amount of things going on Distant Worlds 3. It was a little bit overwhelming for me, if I'm honest. there was time trials, there was campouts, there was science projects. Was it the same on Distant Worlds 2? I appreciate fleet carriers weren't a thing on Distant Worlds 2, but were there lots of kind of community events around, during the event itself?
There were, but it didn't feel as overwhelming as this year. But I also can explain that kind of because the organization just tried to offer as many possibilities as possible.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So everyone has something they are interested in, but that in turn also created kind of the problem of people fearing to miss out on certain events because they have to type. So it's always a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
But we went all in. So
yeah, no, it was fantastic. I took Commander Zoria's advice. I think she'd posted quite early on, do what you want to do what you can do, and just enjoy it. And so I did. I had an absolute blast. I didn't get to do all the mass jumps. I did one, and I cocked it up so badly, and someone videoed me boosting when I shouldn't have been boosting. I never went back, but it's quite amusing. But yeah, from the mass jumps, the volume of stuff was incredible. Just stunning, wasn't it? And I suppose the consequences of Distant Worlds 2 messing it up were much greater, as a commander.
I mean, no. The probability of messing up was probably much higher, but the consequences were much less problematic because you had the fleet carriers around, and if you just died, you didn't go back to the bubble.
That's what I meant. I meant Distant Worlds 2, the consequences were much greater.
Oh, did it? Yeah, okay, that's did get it the other way around.
No, you're right.
I remember there was a lot of casualties, and that's the thing. And this is the thing, because you had a lot of new players who weren't necessarily as time-rich as they might like to be, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so, if you were 20,000 light years from the bubble in deep space or whatever, if you were 20,000 light years out, just get sirens going past my flat.
No, you're right.
If you're 20,000 light years out and you make a big enough boo-boo, you're back wherever you set off from, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of people, I would say most people, if they get set back that far, they're just like, all right,
that's enough.
Yeah. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna do it. They're not all stubborn bastards like me.
Yeah.
But there was that early safe point, I would say, at what was it called, Mykl, where they did the community goals for the mining.
I mean, Explorers Anchorage.
Explorers Anchorage, that's the one. Yeah. So that system was sort of built, if I remember rightly.
Yeah.
For the expedition, as in Frontier worked with the organisers to create the community goal of building that station as a little kind of halfway house for the travellers,
Yeah.
And so there was a really cool community. Yeah, there was a really cool community goal for a huge mining target set because there was all the rings, all the belters. To mine, and of course when you mine precious metals or whatever you're mining you get pirates, so there was a really fun interaction for the fleet defense group to defend the miners from pirates, and that for me was just like peak player events coupled with like Frontier's involvement, coupled with the organisers nailing it, the atmosphere coming into that asteroid station, like that was pinnacle event for me. I absolutely adored that because I love the combat. I love the
Yeah, I do.
defense sort of role play of defending the belters from the Tiki Pirates. I just absolutely fantastic time, and I had a little hip launch fighter for my Great Mark II, and I had a mate flying, zipping around in that, causing all sorts of mayhem. Yeah, great times, man. Really good.
Yeah, I think that one of the things that Distant Worlds 3 didn't live up to, the mining part. That was, we had some mining stuff, but that always was over so quickly because it was just
Too many players doing it.
too efficiently.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
They didn't take their time. They didn't make it in like a fishing trip. They turned it into like a swarm.
Competition.
Yeah,
Everything's a competition. Alec Turner would have been there racing. That's what would have been going on there.
like a swarm of piranhas just going on at it and gnawing it away. Yeah, it was amazing too. But yeah, that.
Yeah, it's impressive, but it kind of like it's efficiency and it's fun. And whereas it's a bit like the fuel rats, honestly. Like being a fuel rat, you know, it's so fiercely competitive.
Yeah.
You know, you when you do sort of go on call, I know I don't want to go off tangent too far or anything, but like
No,
when you sort of go on
it's
call,
fine. That's what the
rat,
channel's all about. It's all about going off tangent and mainly cocking things up. So I'm very grateful.
Well,
Keep going.
Well, I'll fit right in, yeah. I'm perfect here then.
Yeah.
But like you put yourself on call and someone, you know, the little alert goes off saying someone's stranded here. You quickly look it up and then call out how far away you are. And in the time it takes you to just like whip up your star chart, look up the, plot of route, and you get back to the chat, like fucking 6 of the rats have already called jumps, and usually it's just first 2 who call out get sent, and there's always 20 on call. So even earning your tails is an absolute, like, you're camping on the fucking dispatch to be first to call it out. Almost to the point, I'd say, where you're just lying at one point. People like, you vaguely recognise the name of the system, you just say, I don't know, fucking 2 jump. And because you're close by, you'll get sent when secretly it's 4, you know?
God, that's
you've got to cheat a bit to like get your foot in the door, because otherwise you just
never get your first
everyone's
rescue.
so quick off the mark, yeah. And you're like, and always when you rescue people are like, how the fuck did you get here so quick? Like what?
Well, I suppose the real problem isn't that. The real problem is there's not enough people running out of fuel in the galaxy. So we should have a campaign.
Well, less so now, for sure.
We should have a campaign
absolutely.
to encourage people to run out of fuel to call the fuel rats.
I think we should introduce durability for fuel scoops.
Oh. Yeah, but everyone will just stock up on AFMUs, won't they? And then just repair it or whatever.
The thing is, if
They will run
affects, but if that affects the players, it will equally impact the fuel rats. So
Yeah, of course it would. Yeah, that's a good point.
Because they already do suicide missions to rescue people who've like fallen asleep in Super Cruise and stuff. They do like what do you call it, like relay races where they just have to self-destruct because they're just chaining, refueling each other until finally someone can get to the target and refuel them, leave themselves dead in the water, then just blow themselves up. So yeah, it's good fun.
And I never realised that the fuel rats always fly in open. Is that right? When they go to a thing?
When they what, sorry?
Do they always fly in open when they go to a rescue?
You have to.
Yeah. That's what I understood. Yeah, and that blew me away when I found that out. I had Brother Sabathius on the channel. He bit unpopular, but he was one of the gankers.
Oh yeah, sure.
But a famous YouTuber and Twitch guy, and he was telling me about it and the leaderboard, and I was really surprised, I was really blown away.
Yeah, there's not many people, as far as I'm aware, that have like ganked a rat. Like,
oh no, he didn't gank a rat. No, he didn't gank a rat. He was ganked as a rat. The story, how I came across Brother Sabathia is a bit weird. In the Discord on the Distant Worlds Discord, there was quite a lot of talk about the Daddy of all Ganks, one of the fleet carriers that was following the Distant Worlds expedition.
Yeah.
And there was a lot of talk about gankers, and I, being rubbish at everything and not understanding anything, because I never involved myself with the community for like 9 years because I was playing on console. On the stream, I thought, well, I'll go see this ganking malarkey. So I got in an Eagle with no weapons, and to see how long it would take to get shot down. And it really didn't take very long at all. It took 1 minute and 6 seconds. The guy that shot me down was a guy called El Blub. Now, El Blub shot me he was also on Distant Worlds. 2 accounts, I guess. He also shot me a friend request, and I responded, and we got on really well. He was a really nice guy. And that got me interested in what they were about, really, because I didn't understand. And it was a really interesting stream. But Brother Sabathius had been he invited Brother Sabathius to that stream. Brother Sabathius had been a fuel rat. He's been in the game right from the beginning, just like yourself, DJ Creep. He'd been a fuel rat, and he was telling me that he got they did a hoax call to get him out, to get fuel rat out. Yeah, he got like ambushed by like 4 anacondas or something.
Yeah, that's very. Let's say of all the things that are frowned upon.
That's the one, isn't it? It's got to be, isn't it?
Sort of murdering your emergency services is probably up there with like as fucking low as you can go. But I don't think it happens often, honestly, because the stigma that comes around with it is so grim.
Absolutely.
Like, and they are a force for good. But as you learn, the gank squads and that, the guys who do that, they're not the demonic, evil people that a lot of the community like to make them out to be. They're just another community like us. They just have a different kind of fun, and we just happen to be, swimming around in that ocean that they fish in.
Yeah.
So,
well, I mean, they must have the patience.
And like, I'll say this: that just talking about playing open exclusively, anyway. But one of the most exciting points of Distant Worlds 2 was arriving at Explorer's Anchorage. So we've been out, it's not that far in the black, right? But there's no A point, as it were, between, arriving at that system and all the way back in, the bowl.
Yeah.
And for a bit of a laugh and a bit of excitement, I left the TCOM group and went to open as I entered the Explorer's Anchorage system. And then made the beeline, and I could see all of the player ships patrolling, all the gankers patrolling that line, what do you call it, the shipping lane, between getting into the Star and making it to Anchorage to dock. And so I made this like brown trousers fucking race to the station in open. I think I got interdicted 3 times.
Right.
I think on the way there. And then just managed to escape. So I got pretty secret bit, but that was one of the most exciting little runs that I've done in the game. Because if I had got caught, I'd be back where I started. So the stakes are there, so it really makes it exciting. That would be exciting of open, man. That's what I live for, me. I think it makes the game does feel too safe to me.
Yeah.
When you're just in a player group, but I get people who just want to, sit back and truck it, and everyone's got their preferences, but I like the thrill of it.
I must admit, when they were talking, I'd never played it. Well, I think I'd done the usual thing. So I'd played in open when I started playing Elite, got absolutely creamed, and never went back for like 9 years. I think having spoken to those guys and having played in the PG, it's something I actually want to do. But I'm conscious that I'm a bit of a crap pilot, and I don't really have a ship for it yet. So I'm kind of working on it. But it definitely started to appeal, whereas before I just thought, this is stupid. But of course the galaxy is quite big. The patience of those guys that gank people is insane, because they must be waiting around some of the places where people are. Just insane. But Mykl, am I correct in saying, maybe I got this wrong, and I do apologise if I did, but I'm sure when we did the Distant Worlds podcast, when we were talking about firsts, didn't you say that you've never shot anyone in Elite?
Never killed anyone.
You've never killed anyone. ever. I mean, that's quite cool. I'm a pacifist in real life, so I quite admire that.
No, that's not the reason though.
What's the reason?
Issue. I really just always die first.
Oh, right.
I will say, much as I love the combat in the game, the PvP meta is miserable.
Not even PvP.
Like, I just do not enjoy. Like, I love buildcraft and I love the engineering. That's one of the main things that keeps me playing. You know,
Right.
I've got my little notes, by the way. But there's such a strict meta around what's optimal
Yeah.
for PvP.
There's no
That any
choice.
deviation from that, you just
get creamed.
lose by map.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It doesn't matter how skilled you are. It doesn't matter how it doesn't matter if you flight assist off and all that. Like, there's a threshold for armor and shields and all that stuff that,
Executing now.
like, it's got to be met. And if it isn't, in my experience and in my,
No, I think
from
you're
what I've
right.
looked at with it.
And that's what I was saying about the ship. That's why I haven't gone in, because until I get a ship engineered correctly, I'm really bad at engineering. Then I probably won't. And Commander Jalfreezi and I talk about min-maxing quite a lot and stuff like that. And it's not really how we play, because I'm not. Commander Jalfreezi is, but I'm not very bright. So it's really hard to min-max when you're not very bright.
I'm all about maxing.
Well,
Maxing,
I can't do that either because I'm not bright enough.
Let's just number go up, right? It's just all the engineering. Like, again, I've talked about this a lot, but like, in the past, when you built an explorer ship, it was a very kind of fine art between what you D rate and what you A rate and all that kind of stuff, and you would sort of, using lighter modules to get your further jump range. Back when the jump range was really limited.
Yeah.
Outside of the Anaconda, you were never getting over 50 light years, from anything. And you had to really tweak and twirl to get where you wanted to be. But with the ships built the way they are now, with the way it's been optimized, especially the new ships, it's not worth it. It's not worth D-rating anything. You don't need to D-rate anything.
No.
You know, fully A-rated Caspian jumping 70 light years, like.
And I did need those shields. So.
Yeah, if you're on the black, you need shields. I'm sorry, I don't care who you are.
You do need shields.
Absolutely, you want shield.
There was a couple of mishaps.
Yeah, I think you should have been to the View on Distant Worlds too.
Yeah, I heard about that. Was that where the guy with the Anaconda went splat and stuff?
Yep, the very famous gravity meme. Yeah, absolutely. That's why you don't derate your ship thrusters.
Yeah. Well, that was weirdly.
On that large class ship.
that was another
Gravity
great.
exists.
That was another great joy for me. Really, was listening to the Distant Worlds podcast, and hearing people's experiences of previous Distant Worlds and this one was one of the greatest joys for me. I guess you're glad that that's over now, Mykl, because it's quite hard work, isn't it? Streaming and getting guests on and all that.
I think it wasn't that hard. Setting up the dates was the biggest problem, like for scheduling. But apart from that, there's enough topics to talk about and enough people to talk with. There's gonna be another podcast soon.
Good.
Yeah, well, it's hundreds of people in different time zones and with different work schedules. That's what the challenge is, isn't it? Like trying to get a time that fits everyone at the same literal time.
Yeah, I got very confused between Universal Time Code and British Summertime, again, because I'm not very bright. And I got really confused at one point.
I never understand it.
No.
Like,
it's overly complex for no
Brits, we invented time.
Sorry, say again?
And we're Brits, and we invented time.
Well, apparently so. Yeah. It's an abstract concept, though, isn't it? It's difficult.
Time zones, I should say. We invented time zones.
So will Distant Worlds the podcast continue then, Mykl? Because that's quite exciting. Because I love it. I listen.
It's not gonna be the Distant Worlds 3 podcast. It's gonna be another series of podcasts, but no title yet and no lineup yet. So
okay, cool.
Everything's
that's
open.
really exciting because that's lovely. Because obviously I'm kind of missing it now already.
You could just call it the Distant Radio Podcast.
Yeah.
And that way you're not beholden to any events or...
but that's just a bit of a very a bit of a mouthful, I would say. I would probably... Yeah, just distant podcast maybe.
Oh, sure. Yeah, well, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah, but I'll come up with something, or we will.
Love that. I very much look forward to that. I shall be subscribing straight away. I very rarely listen to them live, though. Unfortunately, I'm always doing something else. I think, but that's the beauty of a good podcast, isn't it? You can check it on retrospectively as well.
Yeah.
So, Distant Worlds 3 then. What are your favourite memories of Distant Worlds 3? I'd love to kind of find out a little bit about that.
Actually, for me, my favorite memory is what happened in the lead up to Distant Worlds 3, the Shoulder of Orion.
So I wasn't involved in that, and I didn't really I totally missed it because again, work, life, all that kind of stuff. So tell us a little bit about the Shoulder of Orion kind of initiative and what that was all about, please.
We decided to find. I mean, yeah, that's what we did. We decided to find a better launch location for Distant Worlds 3, and since the colonization update was the reason we kind of got that entire event back on the table, colonization was ideal to really build out a forces system that's a bit more remote and thematically appropriate, I would say. I wasn't very much involved in the decision-making process, so I'm trying to kind of find the criteria that we went with. But yeah, it was about building a chain of systems, colonizing a way out to the Orion Nebula, and have a system, a complex of systems there that all are related to preparing for Distant Worlds 3 and launching from there.
Fantastic. So how long did that take then in preparation before Distant Worlds?
How long was it a month? I think we knocked the whole thing out in a month.
I think it was 6 to 8 weeks, sorry.
It was
6 weeks ago?
Gosh, that's not that long really, is it? That's quite stunning.
You're talking about how fast these guys work.
It was an intense time. That's why it's my favorite memory. I was acting as one of the architects, so we were responsible for actually claiming the next system upon completion of the current one, which was a time-sensitive manner. So we were spending most of our time waiting and then rushing towards the newly built station, getting the claim for the next system, which we had a spreadsheet to work from. We had a huge list of systems we wanted to claim to get the ideal route, and we had to improvise a few times. But yeah, rushing and then claiming and dropping the beacon as fast as possible, and then having the builders or the haulers come in and actually do the construction work. Yeah, it was great. It was very
unifying.
And after it's over, then they release fucking Panther Clipper.
Yeah.
Because even I hate trucking, but I did a load of trucking in my cutter. Is it the Imperial? Do I mean the cutter? Wait, do I mean the Imperial? No, the Panther. Was it? Sorry, was it the Panther Clipper they released? The big.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
The thing that looks like a Thundercat or a Toad, we always say.
Exactly. Yeah, it did look like a Thundercat.
Yeah.
So I was using the Imperial Cutter, which I love the look of the ship, and I love the fact that it's like the Imperial King's ship. I love all that about it. But Jesus Christ, it's miserable to fly, especially when you've got it fully loaded. But even I did some hauling for the Shoulder of Orion, which felt really good to be a part of.
Brilliant. Are you? I always. You are a proper Empire, aren't you, DJ Creep?
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah. Fuck the feds. Yeah.
I'm
absolutely.
feds. I'm feds.
Fuck you then.
I was. I got converted.
I can't get past the slavery thing. I just can't do it. And bathwater ailing Duval. But yeah. So how about you then, DJ Creep? What were your kind of favourite memories of Distant Worlds 3? And I do know that you trucked across the whole galaxy with weaponry. That made me laugh a lot.
Always. I don't change my builds for exploration in the slightest. I mean, I've always got an AFM anyway. Like my ship's like a master of none, 100%.
Yeah.
It's like fully A-rated, weaponized. I've got repair limpets, fuel limpets, collectors, SRV bay, all of that. AFM, massive fuel scoop, 64 ton of cargo space that I literally didn't use for the entire duration of the trip. I don't make any modifications. 40 light air jump range, and that's me, and I'm off.
I love it. And
I've got all the tools. I've got all the tools I want to have. I'm not like, oh, if only I wasn't in my.
No.
And the stupid thing is, I brought along a dedicated mining ship.
Yeah.
And DBX. So I'm like, if I do want to make some headway in a hurry, I can jump in the DBX. But then I've got the mining ship for the mining events, and the mining events completely passed me by, so I never even fucking set foot in that, apart from the player meetup to show off the cool ship kit that I just got. But yeah, my favourite stuff, honestly, was making the journey itself. I love just jumping away. I think a lot of people seem to build their ships around like minimizing that experience. I love it. I just put on tunes, or I'm DJing at the time, and I just start jumping, and I find like the loop of it just really soothing, and I love using the HOTAS.
Yeah.
So just that for me, the joy is just kind of chugging along through the galaxy with good music on.
Wow.
But the mass jumps are always fantastic once you get past the bastard instancing.
We won't
like
talk about the instancing.
It's just such a chore to get. Just a chore to get in there, but once you're in there, it's such a joy to see like so many players like pissing about. The meetups are great always, but I didn't play in any of the events, and again, like it's mostly down to I participated in more events in Distant Worlds 2 than I did in 3.
Right.
Because I wasn't DJing.
Yeah, you were busier.
And I blocked out all my sets for the meetups in Distant Worlds 3. So for all my sets, at least 5 hours ahead of my sets, I'm curating. I'm building my set. I spend a lot of time kind of curating everything. So for me, it was just being on the forums, being in the Discord, chatting with everyone, the hangouts, the meetups, the mass jumps, just the general vibe of it, and getting to play music to everyone. And when someone sends you a little message saying, "Well, these tunes are fucking great, man," like fucking that's my crack cocaine. Like
I think at some point in the Discord, before I kind of understood who people are, because I'm really not very bright, as I said. I think you put some goth music on, especially for me. I was very touched. I was very chuffed.
Well, that's the thing. If you send me a nice message, I'm like, all right, I'll do this guy a solid.
No, I was really touched by it.
I'm into metal though. I grew up a metaler. You know what I mean? That's my roots. And I've gone into the more dubstep drum and bass stuff much later on.
Right.
So I've always got a metal card I can pull out at short notice, and it won't deviate too thematically from the electro stuff because they're a similar kind of nosebleed,
Yeah, definitely. I'm very fortunate. Commander Jalfreezi has has produced and created and played the music for this channel, which is, I mean, he didn't do it for the channel originally. He did it for himself, but then he's allowed me to use it, which I'm chuffed about. Do you do a bit of metal there, Commander Jalfreezi? I know you do a bit of ska and punk.
Yeah, and do a bit of metal.
Do a bit of metal? British metal.
Do a bit of
British
metal.
metal from the 70s and 80s?
Drop D tuning. Drop DJ.
Yeah, Jen.
Love it.
Yeah. I've
if you
been
like
in scream punk bands and all sorts, like, and I've produced kind of breakbeat, classical, crossover, fusion stuff. But I've been in scream punk bands and fucking all sorts.
Wow.
And metal bands.
So you're not just a DJ then? You play music,
Oh yeah. I played guitar since I was fucking 6.
right? Are you any good?
Yeah. Yes, I am. I fucking hope so as well after 40 years. Like, if I wasn't, I'd probably need therapy or something. Why am I still only playing Wonderwall like a fucking 47 year old?
Yeah. Stairway to Heaven.
Yeah, it's like I'm good because time.
Right.
It's simple as that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
10,000 hours. Sorry, Mykl. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Yeah, I just said practice makes perfect.
Oh, see, that's a terrible trap to fall into, which is why I asked whether he's any good. Practice makes permanent. I've been playing the piano for a similar length of time that DJ Creek's been playing the guitar. I'm not good. So practice the wrong thing, you get really good at the wrong thing.
Yeah, you can train yourself into bad mistakes, but what I'll say about guitar is as well, it is like riding a bike in the sense that, the intent is there, you know what you need to do, but your fingers and hand, like, if you're not using them for guitar regularly, you're not able to do the things you could do. Like if you leave it a good 6 months or whatever, you're not able to pull off the stuff that you could do. I feel like your hands contract almost.
Yeah, your muscle memory starts to go as well, doesn't it?
A little bit, yeah, especially for like the more unusual stuff. But yeah, love music, man. Love all genres except reggae.
Oh, really? Really? That's, I mean, out of all the musics that to like not get into, I'm really surprised by that. Like, I could imagine English classical hymns or folk music or.
I love choir music, love folk music, love all that shit. I love Byzantine chant.
What on earth? I've got to ask. What
Mongolian folk singing. I love fucking like murderous nosebleed heavy metal and dubstep, drum and bass, and ambient, and reggae can fuck off.
I just don't understand why.
I usually tend to say in situations like these, I say you just haven't heard the right reggae yet.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
haven't heard all the reggae.
No, you haven't.
What about?
I say that with confidence.
It's the only genre you can comfortably say it all sounds the same. It's literally the only genre you can say that of. They actually mean it. And I say that as a musician.
What about ska?
Ska?
Yeah.
Not all ska's the same, you kidding me?
No, but you like ska. You're alright with ska, but not reggae.
I don't particularly like it.
Oh.
Like I can tolerate madness because
well, that's
they're a bit
exactly
cookie,
where
and they
I
were
was
on the
going.
young ones.
That's exactly where I was going with that. You read my mind. It was going to be like, how can you not like madness?
I don't dislike madness. And like and it brings back good memories of being at like
sure.
There was a really good indie night in Newcastle called Roller Coaster, and they always played baggy trousers like at one point in the night, and it was very funny watching everyone do the dance.
Love it.
do the madness dance.
Commander Jalfreezi is trying very hard. Commander Jalfreezi is probably trying very, very hard not to do the accent. Because he lived up there. Did you not, Commander Jalfreezi?
Really? I did.
There you go.
There we are.
He's been briefed not to attempt the accent.
Oh, I don't mind that shit. I don't mind that stuff. Like it's, I love hearing people do good or bad versions of the Geordie accent. It's always fun.
Love it. I suppose
I can't do it now. I can't do it on
I
demand.
won't make you do it on
Can't do
demand.
it.
No.
Can't do it. No.
I won't do it. But we've been doing it all week, you see, DJ Crete, when we've talked
Get
about
out of
the
your
stream.
system.
Yeah. It's like when you go across the Mersey into Liverpool, innit? You can't help yourself. In the car.
Oh, I don't think I'd even try the Liverpool accent, like.
So I suppose one of the other questions I wanted to ask you, you've mentioned Obsidian Ant earlier, DJ Crete, which I'm quite a fan of Obsidian. I really enjoy his stuff.
I used to be a fan of him. I can't fucking tolerate him now, but go on. Sorry.
No, it's fine. Jalfreezi says the same thing. But the other question I had was there any other content? Obviously, you were very busy doing the broadcasts and stuff and the podcast. But was there any other content you particularly enjoyed around Distant Worlds that was created by the community, I suppose?
No, not related to the expedition, because when I'm on it, I kind of just want to be in it when I can, right? And so I spend more time doing it, and I don't really watch anything, or I can't watch anything while I'm flying. I don't like to do that. I very much like to focus on the game.
Yeah.
I can listen to music, absolutely, or I can set a mix off and kind of tweak that as I go as necessary. But like I can't I don't like having video on while I'm.
No, because you can't give it.
I like my second screen to be like the Discord or the or in our or something related to what I'm doing.
Yeah. What about the third screen?
So, you what?
What about the third screen though?
What about a third screen?
So
I'm not room desk for a third screen. Not that. I don't want one enough to set that up, and I don't have a big enough desk for it either. So.
Yeah, you do run out of desk space real quick, eh?
But there are content creators that I really enjoy though, when I'm not playing or just generally speaking, like as far as Elite goes, my favourite is Ghost Giraffe. I really like that guy.
Oh yeah.
I think he's so funny. He's so adorable. He's like just the loveliest guy. He's really intelligent. He's often I've seen him do like little watch-alongs of like NASA.
Yeah.
When NASA have a special thing they're doing, or a launch, or a little pass from one of their satellites or something like that, and he's really tapped into the sort of the real space side of things as well as the silly meme stuff, So he's funny, he's smart, and he's just a really likable guy. And then other than that, I really like Day9. He's a lovely guy. I like watching him play games and talk about them. He's a dev himself, and he gets under the bonnet of what the devs are trying to do when he's playing them, and he has a lot of insight, and he's funny as fuck, honestly. And there's a guy called Noah Caldwell-Gervais who does sort of video game essays and stuff, right. But he's really insightful as well. He's got I just love the way the guy thinks about things and thinks about games. And then there's Super Bunny Hop. I'm going off my notes, by the way. I made notes.
Oh, did you? I feel very privileged now. That's awesome. Super
Bunny Hop. He does great game sort of review essays type things. I loved his review of Hunt Showdown. And the last one I guess would be Marco Meatballs. He's basically he's an opera singer. He's now a mad Warframe addict. And his thing is he's playing the game, but picking apart the music and getting other people into it, and I love that music crossover with one of my favourite forever games, which is Warframe. My other forever game.
I was aware that you were somewhat addicted to Warframe. Love that. Thank
Yeah.
you. And thank you for putting all the effort in to make notes. I think it's really good, though, to give shout-outs and go and look at some of them. Ghost Giraffe, I think, Jalfreezi, you've mentioned Ghost Giraffe quite a few times to me, I think.
I have, yeah.
Yeah. And
You've got to watch his Jalfreezi. What was the series he did, man? Where it's like him and some super cop.
Laser Cops.
No, Laser Cops. Yeah, whatever it's called. Man, they are just fucking hilarious when he does these little. It's almost like a mini cartoon made in the Elite universe of him and this other space cop or whatever. It's just so stupid.
Oh, yeah. What was it? Oh, what was it called?
Oh, you'll set him off.
I'm sure it is called Laser Cops or something.
He did a Sean Connery accent, didn't he?
Sounds like something he did. Hang on a minute. Oh man.
We will search this out and put it in the YouTube notes after the stream. So people
Yeah,
can
and
find
he also did he put on little player events. Look up one called the Highlander Challenge.
Okay.
And there's a little highlight reel from that. This is 9 years old, man.
I don't mind that.
It is called Laser Cops. Laser Cops, the series. Yeah, it's so funny, man. Crime City and In Pursuit of a Wizard.
I've written it down.
So stupid.
I've written it down.
It's so funny. But the Highlander Challenge, it's just a music video, but a little splice reel of. He's basically found there's one of those like canyon run challenges where all the SRVs have to like make a massive run of this like 6-kilometer canyon, with like steer drops on either side of it, and it's basically the SRVs versus ship launch fighters, and the ship launch fighters have to knock the SRVs off the canyon. It just looks like such a blast. Set to really banging music, so that's always a go for me.
Always a bit of a link.
But yeah, so that's a steel legend, man. Absolutely top.
Love that. Thank you. And then Commander Mykl, do you participate in anything, or I guess you don't have a lot of time really, from what I gather? But is there content that you particularly enjoy on the channels on Twitch or YouTube or anything like that?
During the expedition, I only took part in one of the mass jumps, and I think that's all I did. And I watched Ghana News Digest mostly, along with Ghost Giraffe.
Do love Galnet. It keeps you on your toes, doesn't it? It's good to catch up with stuff. I very much enjoy Lave Radio. Alec Turner's voice is quite sweet. It's quite nice, isn't it? he's got a good voice for radio,
Oh, yeah.
But no, not at all. Isn't I believe the Newcastle accent is the most loved British accent. I think you're winning.
It's like I hate hearing my own voice. Like I can't bear it. I know that's a common thing for people to say, but
it's probably quite a difficult thing for a DJ, though.
How do you mean?
Well, DJs, like radio DJs, they speak, don't they?
I mean, that's the reason I don't.
I know, I get it.
I don't think
you got a great
DJ
voice.
Chris has really talked on one of his shows, only on the podcast.
Yeah. No, you've got a great voice. Great voice for radio.
Great face for radio.
I know, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So I suppose the other thing that's quite exciting at the moment, and just to bring us on to the next, I'm conscious of your time, I don't want to keep you too long, but there's been a bit of news, there's a few things. I think FDev at the moment, I feel like there's an enormous amount of goodwill towards FDev at the moment, the way things are going at League is pretty cool. But
comparatively speaking, yeah.
Yeah.
More so than in a long time, I'd say. Yeah.
Yeah, no, they seem to have really turned a corner in terms of engaging with the community. I think there was quite a lot of support around Distant Worlds 3 at Guess. I saw it in the the beautiful magazine that was produced, the digital magazine that was produced. There was a lovely article
Oh yeah,
at the end
the newsletter
from
yeah.
FDev, which was really lovely to read actually. But of
Well, I've
course,
seen it.
the exciting thing is the Nomad. So I'd love to know your feelings about Nomad, because that's been mooted and talked about quite a bit now, isn't it?
That is the new
That's the ship on ship.
The ship launch ship, exploration focused ship, we think possibly exo-bio focused ship. It's a bit of conjecture at the moment, isn't it? We don't really know, but certainly looks that way. It was pictured with brain trees, and they're talking about getting it out of, maybe solving the Caspian's landing problem at long last.
yeah, maybe that definitely, I mean, it makes sense.
It does.
But beyond that, I really have no actual opinions on it.
No thoughts? No?
I thought this has been a long time coming. I think I've got a friend James who's really big into the game. I was trying to hold him along for the expedition, to be honest. I thought he'd be all over it, but I couldn't get him involved. Like I think he had too much other stuff going on. But he's been banging on about wanting a deployable ship.
Yeah.
Like even for sort of like he said for like even for turning in missions at space stations.
Yeah.
Where your ship is too bulky, or the idea that you could have a ship that won't even fit through a letterbox, that you would have to deploy a smaller freighter ship or something to go into the station and do all the admin and do all the kind of cargo offloading and then fly back and dock again. You know, even as a role play thing, that would be fun. I think less so. You know, even planetary land and stuff aside, I think. I don't think he even had exobiology in mind when he was kind of wishing for it, you know. But yeah, he's been harping on about that for months. So when I saw the Nomad update, I sent him out on Discord. He's like, "Holy shit!" Finally. So yeah, I think they need to do more stuff like this. I think there needs to be more options for getting things out, and I'd love more options to have ship launch fighters on more ships. To be honest, like more flexibility with that, rather than it just be a yes/no situation. You know, if you've got a Class 6 cargo bay, why can't you put a ship launch fighter bay in there? I mean, I get that they want to have some kind of
exclusivity
through
with certain
different
ships,
through different ship models and ship categories, as it were. But I'd love a bit more flexibility with that stuff. But I understand they run the risk of like homogenizing everything, and you know you don't want to do that, I guess, to too far a degree. But yeah, looks great. I'm excited for it, and I'll give it a deep.
Yeah, no, definitely. I think for me, I'd definitely be heading back out into the black. If it is the exploration exobiology thing that I think it is, it's definitely.
I'd be excited to see if you can do everything you can do in an SRV in that.
Yeah, I did.
Think how much easier that would make. You know, when you're running around on planets that have got like really rough terrain and super low gravity, for example, that's always an absolute pain in the arse.
Yeah.
So that could eliminate some of that. But then they don't want to completely make the SRV redundant altogether either. So, you know, there's a fine line there as well. I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see what it can do when it comes out. Excited.
Sorry, Mykl, go on.
No, I was just agreeing.
I love the SRVs. The SRVs. One of the great things for me was I'd never done a time trial, and the SRV time trials were hilarious on Distant Worlds.
Yeah. Tell us about them, because I've never got wind of them. Never saw them.
Oh, what, the time trials?
Yeah.
You missed the time trials?
I miss a lot.
Yeah, no, it's fair enough.
Using Copilot.
ED Copilot makes them so good, and Commander Razafrag is a genius, and the amount of time that gentleman gives to the community is phenomenal. He's very kindly been on the channel twice, and always welcome on the stream. I was one of 2 people in the entire galaxy that had a problem with ED Copilot, and the amount of time he gave me personally to fix it was just mind blowing. Let alone doing all the stuff for the community, you know. But the time trials were great because they were instancing together to do them. I did quite a few with other people, but then I couldn't because it hit the same time as the stream, and I didn't want to change the time of the stream because I'd established it, and I didn't want to naff up the instancing by streaming.
Right.
I suspected that would have been a thing. Have you got future hopes for Elite Dangerous? I mean, obviously the other big news is the color grading, isn't it? With the Galaxy, they're going to change the color grading.
Changing the lighting, aren't they? Yeah. Looking forward to that. Absolutely. I don't know what's your thoughts on that.
What's that about?
Future hopes for Elite.
Come again?
Future hopes for Elite.
No, I mean the color grading stuff. I haven't heard about that yet.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. There's a lighting. They're making changes to the way. I think it's because currently the game, and correct me if I'm wrong on this, but currently the game will only refract light from one source or something. Or something like that. There's a limitation in the engine currently, as I understand it. Again, by all means, correct me if I'm wrong there. But this would make it so, if you drop into a system where it's got a neutron star on your right and a normal class M on your left or whatever, you will see that multiple hue of the lighting, which currently doesn't happen, apparently, as I understand it.
All right, that sounds nice.
It means that the brown oranginess of the Milky Way will change to something more representative as well, I think.
Yeah, it looks like there's more of a blue hue that it has in, because they're basing it on actual NASA photography and stuff like that. Yeah.
The galaxy's gonna get more beautiful.
Yeah,
it looks like it. Yeah, definitely looks like it.
And I think they had it more like that before Odyssey, from what I've gathered from other channels and what people have been saying. Something to do with Odyssey made that lighting problematic, I believe, which is why they changed it.
It was something to do with, to get the rendering right on foot, they had to I don't want to say dumb down, but reduce how much overall variety there was in the broader galaxy or something. I mean, again, I'm going I'm not a dev. I don't but they're trying to
bring back, as well.
Bring back that more variety of colour
and it sounds like a really basic, small thing, but I suspect it will be really impactful, to be honest.
We drink with our eyes, honestly. This game, let's face it, especially for explorers, a massive percentage of what joy we get from the game is just gazing at the fucking thing.
Yeah, it's a visual stimulation and big stuff.
And if what we're looking at looks better, then that's 2 thumbs up. It's just simple as that.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey, Golgo, you're never gonna guess what's happened.
You got a load of litter in your station.
No, I just got blown up.
Oh no, you're joking.
in your
Yeah.
Federation system.
Oh.
Who's fly tipping in these star systems?
So I don't know what on earth's going on with that. I thought did I have? Oh, I have. I've got. Here you go. I'll hold on. I can put it on the stream. I planned for this. I thought this might come up at some point. So I've literally planned. How do I get out of flight assist? Oh, there we go. I was flight assist off. Oh, are you? Do you guys fly flight assist off or flight assist on, or a bit of mix of both? And what control system do you guys use? I'm always interested in that.
Who's gonna go first? Okay, so I fly with a controller. I mostly have flight assist on, but that's because I fly with a controller.
Oh, really?
Flight assist off with a controller feels weird. I know that it feels different with the HOTAS.
I am a flight assist off controller player.
And did you learn it that way?
I've learnt it on Distant Worlds 3.
Holy smokes.
Okay.
Yeah, I did have to change a couple of things though. I needed a controller that had a higher resolution. So I was using like an Xbox Elite controller, but it didn't have the fine resolution because it doesn't poll very fast. And I had to buy a different controller just to get that, which has kind of worked. And I broke the controller and then I had to fix it. But other than that, yeah.
Okay.
But I've learnt that on Distant Worlds as a result of Distant Worlds, to be honest. I know I'm a little bit unusual. I know HOSAS or HOTAS or mouse and keyboard, most flight assist off kind of pilots are using those. But yeah, it's possible, Mykl. It's possible.
I still want to fly with a HOTAS and then learn flight assist off with that.
Yeah.
I just find the HOTAS so, like, the fact that it actually feels like you're flying the ship as you would in an actual craft. That's what, that tactility for me is what keeps me in the game. Like, I don't care what I'm doing, I can run errands, like run data missions back and forth. I just enjoy using the HOTAS to control the ship. More so than pretty much any specific activity in the game. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so that's the joy of it for me. But yeah, I've got a tier that a Turtle Beach flight deck.
Okay.
Which is a bit of a lesser known one, but it was still a pretty penny.
That's the one that's got the little screen in it, is it?
Yeah, it's got a little touch screen on the throttle.
Yeah.
And there's a little mini LED display on the stick as well.
Nice.
But it is fucking like there's more controls on this HOTAS than I can find to map in the game.
Whoa, really? Seriously?
I'm not joking. It is absolutely absurd because there's modifiers as well, so you can just click modify. From the touchscreen, you can switch to different profiles on the fly.
It's quite neat, isn't it?
But yeah, and answer to your question about the flight assist off thing, I only use it when I'm jousting combat.
Yeah.
I did give it a crack at one point. I saw some amazing footage of a guy weaving in and out of a Coriolis, like the external
wolf
beams of a quite possibly, yeah. And I was like, holy fuck nuts, this guy, like, I want to do that thing.
Yeah.
And like a lot of people when they see someone shred on a guitar and they're like, I want to do that. And then they pick up a guitar and they're like
10,000 hours.
that was me in flight assist off. I just immediately crashed.
Well,
but I know everything takes time. I know well enough that everything takes time, but I never put the patience into to really learn it.
I guess that's the same for me with the controller.
Yeah, the thing for me with the controller is I'm so used to playing Elite with the controller, I would definitely struggle to learn HOTAS. But there was some other thoughts.
Versa, yeah.
There were some other thoughts behind it as well. Partly for me, it was space on the desk is a bit of an issue. And if I mount the HOTAS, I would probably go HOSAS, to be honest. I'd probably go 2 sticks. But if I was going to mount that on the chair, I can't play the piano then. So there's a bunch of practical reasons. Sometimes I play in VR, and I didn't want to change between control methods from foot and ship and SRV, and weirdly the controller does that really well. And I always found Elite to be quite controller friendly for a very complex game. It certainly wasn't in 1984. It wasn't controller friendly at all. There, I think I had a joystick, and it doesn't particularly work well. But it does seem quite a controller friendly game. That contextual menu that pops up and stuff is very well done.
The lad I mentioned earlier, James, who he was talking about the ship launched craft and whatnot. He's played on controller since launch and fucking swears by it. Absolutely loves it. He's never even when I upgraded my HOTAS, because I
offered him his
at that point. I had 2 old ones kicking around the flat, and I offered to give him the oldest one, just to try out the It was, the first one I got
Yeah,
because
yeah.
it had just been sat in a box. And he just didn't want it. He's like, no, I don't need it.
No.
I'm perfectly happy doing what I'm doing.
I am always fascinated by how people control the game. I'm really surprised by what you said about the amount of controls on that, though, because Elite's got a lot of mappable
Insane.
controls.
The amount of hats on this thing.
The key binding
there's
must have been a nightmare.
There's 4 separate multi-directional hats on the stick alone.
Right.
Sets of triggers and a scroll wheel, and a modifier switch for all of those.
Oh my gosh.
Then there's literally media controls that you can map to Galnet.
All right.
Dedicated media controls that you just, you play, pause, stop, next.
Wow.
You can also map them to your media player or whatever if you want to.
Can you control your broadcasting of distant radio through the controller?
Fucking wrong with that, but you probably could. Yeah. There's no reason why not. The software is extremely in depth. There's it's almost like auto hotkey for a HOTAS. You can make it do just fucking anything you want.
Love that.
And then there are multiple dials on the throttle, which are on the base of the throttle, which are stacked too high. So as in, you've got an upper dial and a lower dial on the same sort of button.
Yeah.
And you can press them in to trigger an action as well. So there's just loads of shit. There's multiple sliders. I've got a dedicated landing gear 2-state lever. There's multiple scroll wheels and hats on the throttle itself, where your hand rests.
Yeah.
And I've got 3 dedicated buttons for managing my picks.
Yeah.
Alone.
That's
and
nice.
it's just, I've got a dedicated heatsink button.
That is the drawback
They're
with controllers.
red.
You do run out of. Yeah.
You can use any button on the controller as a modifier. So it depends if you do key combos. It also depends on which order you do them in. So you can press the shoulder button and A, or you can press A and the shoulder button, and they can belong to different controls.
Yeah. Combo things. Yeah.
Well, I'm a bit weird, Mykl. I haven't even remapped the boost.
I have.
I haven't.
No, I haven't. Hang on, I haven't. I have that on B still.
You do still have it on
B
B.
for boost.
Yeah.
Do you still have that on? Is yours still the landing gear combo boost and what's the other combo? The fuel scoop. Are they all still on B as well?
Yeah.
Oh, you're like me. Oh, cool.
I've gotten used to that.
Yeah, I've got used to it too.
I've done everything if I wanted to do my landing gear or cargo scoop.
I swear, F's ever trolling with how many ways to make you to accidentally boost when you're trying to put down your landing gear.
Well, I thought
Even on keyboard, it was the same on keyboard. The buttons for landing gear and boost were right next to each other. What the fuck are you trying at?
I did think about changing it, but I kind of like the danger. So.
Would you like to slowly and carefully land, or would you like to instantly travel 400 miles per hour?
I would like to land at 400 miles per hour.
Perfect world, yeah. Like the pros.
Shit go splat. I did it today, actually. I was mining today, and I hit boost and went into a rock. Yeah, it was good.
But going into future hopes for Elite, I did write something down for that. I forgot to mention. Hang on. I want. Here's my wish list.
Oh, you really have prepped for this. I'm very impressed.
I've got to prep for something. I want a medium-sized, not large. I want a medium-sized DDX.
Okay. Yeah.
Same sort of design. That locust-looking ship.
Yeah, I love the
favorite-looking ship in the game.
Yeah.
I want a medium-sized one of them.
But you're going to keep the DB. You're going to keep the DBX Scout, really?
The what?
The DBX Scout. The Scout.
Oh, the Diamondbacks. Well, I don't use the Scout at all.
No, I know, no
I
one does.
don't see any
That's why
reason
I'm-
to use the Scout.
That's why I'm
The only reason I'd
laughing.
use the Scout is if I couldn't afford a DVX, but those days are long gone. I'd really enjoy a new enemy type in the game.
Guardians,
A new
perhaps?
threat.
Guardians? Or a mutant?
Well, I don't think Guardians would be the threat. Like, that doesn't make a massive amount of sense. But just a new alien, a new enemy, a new something that comes in, and I don't enjoy the Thargoids. I don't find them interesting to fight.
I found him very
But
scary.
Like, I loved it, don't get me wrong, I loved all the lead up to it. I loved the sound design, I loved the atmosphere, I loved the crash tips and the fucking maps and all that stuff that you found. Oh, it was all so exciting. And then I fought one and I was like, oh, this is not fun at all. It's just not.
Maybe in an
I'm just
AI,
not enjoying this.
like rogue AIs.
And just more stuff to discover.
Yeah.
Like, rogue AI would be amazing. Like a rogue AI pilot or fucking who knows what, or a fleet, who knows. And also just more stuff to discover. Like, they had it going right with the Guardians. I mean, not necessarily in the sense that you have to obtain a module out of them or a special thingy out of them, but just
Their story.
plant
Yeah, the lore.
plant more structures and things around the universe that have a little bit of mystery to them and lore and whatnot. Just like the place is so vast, and I wouldn't even be averse to using some kind of procedural. I mean, like, I know that they obviously use procedural generation to generate the fucking universe, but even using that for like special, unique sites and things like that, there's more to find when you're out there. Like, would be great for me, but yeah, and multi-stage quests, like, absolutely, like, multi-stage missions that are a bit more organic and a bit more variety. Like, you know, the data courier mission turns into a assassination or a, you know, and I know that you can have the thing where you've got a high-risk data mission too. You get chased down by people and stuff like that, but, you know, what if you deliver the data and then they say, okay, this data's revealed something to us that we wanted to go and check out.
And a bit of mystery in it.
And there's some elements of that in there, but it doesn't feel organic.
Yeah.
Or as the follow-on missions are like, there only seems to be two variants of it, and I think they could afford to put loads more in there.
It can feel a bit like go here, get that, go here, and yeah, you want a bit of mystery.
With that.
Sorry, Mykl.
A bit of story along with that, like progression inside a quest line.
Did you guys try Meta Elite when you're on Distant Worlds? Obviously, Mykl, you had some issues. I'm sorry, but I forgot.
Yeah,
I keep forgetting. Sorry, but did you try the
Meta
Meta
Elite? I
Elite?
haven't really played any of the missions. I really never got around to.
Because that was obviously an attempt to kind of put some of that storytelling in, wasn't it? Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I know. I know what you mean. I never got a chance to take a look at it either. Unfortunately,
I did the first kind of 3 missions, which were right at the start, and then time, work, all the usual kind of commitments meant I missed out really. But it was certainly working, and it certainly worked well. And I suppose the other honourable mention around that is Elite Dangerous, the French website.
Yes. Playing right now, by the way.
Well, Elite, the cards. Are you playing the?
No, I'm playing the new minigame, which has been open for a second beta test, I would say. As a clicker game they introduced just last week.
Oh, I haven't noticed that. I did notice the collectible cards, which were lovely for the Distant Worlds.
I'm also doing that, but like currently I've got one screen dedicated to kind of building the clicker, like playing the clicker game, not building my base.
Lovely.
Yeah, it's Elite themed, so maybe check it out.
Yeah, I will.
It's
definitely.
in the tools section at the bottom.
I will. I like the Elite Dangerous website. Cool. going back because you've done prep. I don't want to cut you off. You're mid-flow, DJ Creep. What else have you got on your list?
Oh, for future things, I think that's it. Honestly, like I still enjoy just doing what we can do in the game already. Like I will say, I've been like mostly if I fire up the game just for funsies, and I've not got anything, like if I'm not specifically going in to pick up a new ship and engineer it or whatever, I just like my role play when I'm not ratting is like data smuggler. Like I pick up the highest threat data mission I can find. I stack about 40 of them.
Yeah.
And then just run data across the galaxy between Imperial factions. You know,
nice.
Mostly snitching on the feds. You know, exposing vulnerabilities of the feds. You know, the Epstein files of the feds. That kind of stuff. You know, that like data around. And then, if depending on the ship I've chosen for the day, I'll take out anyone who comes sniffing about looking for us. You know, I was quite enjoying the new power play changes before the expedition started, but it wasn't long after they got introduced that Distant Worlds kicked off.
Yeah.
So I probably want to spend more time doing that. But I like the little kind of, you know, a lot like Warframe. There's a kind of, you've got your weeklies and dailies that you do when you log on.
Yeah.
And I like that element of what power play brought in, and it really gives me meaningful ways to my goal. I want to expand Livigny to my home system, because currently it's under someone else's control. I think it's Patriots, at the minute, and I want to expand Livigny to a home system so that I can almost work from home, as it were.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I know exactly what you mean.
So yeah, I really enjoyed power play, and again, I do all that in open just to invite a bit of chaos now and again. And
yeah, I'll have to friend you in game so I can come and hunt you as a Federation player.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Bring it on. I'm just here.
Sounds like an idea.
Commander Jalfreezi, you do a kind of a I don't know whether you do it daily or weekly, but I know that when we've been playing, you've got like a regular round that you do. Is that right? You do that way?
Yeah, I do. I'll go to my colonies every week to see what's available.
We have a laugh about that, haven't we? Because it's like the old colonial battleship going to the colonies, like some British Empire thing. I've been saying that he has to go in the Corvette. So what are your dailies that you do then, Jalfreezi? You go to the colonies.
Well, once a week I go to Pioneer Supplies, see if there's any good stuff from the other account, and I do those missions, those ridiculously high-paid missions.
Yeah. They're the ones you're getting from the systems that you built? Is that right? Is that what you're getting?
Yeah, because I'm allied with everybody. And, you know, you get a mission like industry requires 45 units of gold, and it's 45 million. It's like, what? So I keep all that stuff on the carrier, you know? Carriers.
Carrier, yeah, we should. Yeah, so Commander Jalfreezi's, I can't quite understand, but he's been helping me because I've never done colonisation, and I didn't have a clue. And very kindly, Commander Jalfreezi has been helping me do a colony. So we've built a bit, haven't we? We've done a little bit in the last couple of weeks. We've done the port. We've done extraction site and a civilian industrial site, I think, off the top of my head, which we finished yesterday. And you very kindly lent me the use of your squadron carrier, and you have two fleet carriers as well. Yeah, I know. Do you guys do the fleet carrier thing? Do you have the fleet carriers or not? Or
never owned one.
No, I haven't got one. He's got 3. He's kind of overkill on it.
I can't remember. Like, I think when they were introduced, because I've never really focused on credit farming in any massive way. Because my main loop of the game is, again, when I'm playing for funsies, I'm just smuggling data and doing all that. That they don't pay out like radically.
No.
The power play stuff, that's starting to get a bit of income, and that's getting a bit interesting, and you get some decent like engineering loot out of it.
Definitely.
And I've always got all of my engineering materials like maxed. Like I literally left the bubble for Distant Worlds 3 with every single material maxed out.
Yeah.
That's data. What do you call it?
Raw.
Tech.
Yeah.
And raw.
A lot. Yeah.
Every single one of them maxed out. So I like to keep that topped off. And so the power play stuff really has a nice little contribution towards that. And I like the way that if you've got it already maxed, it just gives you cash. Like, that's a really nice little tweak, touch.
Yeah.
So nothing's going to waste, But when Fleet Carriers launched, it was like something like 15 fucking billion to buy one. And then it was, the upkeep of it was absolutely astronomical. I've not even looked into it since launch, to be honest.
It is the upkeep that puts me off, if I'm honest. Myself and Commander Jalfreezi, we've had this kind of conversation a bit.
I feel they've toned it down an awful lot since launch, though. Is that right, Jalfreezi?
I don't know what it was at launch.
It was a lot. What do you
No,
pay?
you don't call it farm. I do not go farming.
I didn't
I
say
like
you did.
exploring.
I didn't say you did.
No, but it's I like
Exploring.
going out exploring.
But you earn a massive amount of credits by exploring, though, don't you? So, like, especially, do you do like exobio and all that?
I do, yeah. Excuse me.
Let
like
me ask you more directly. What's your current credit balance?
You should never ask someone that. That's quite.
Let's get about a game.
He's doing all
It's
right.
about 20 billion. It's about 20 billion.
20 billion. I'm sat on about 1.5.
Yeah, you're more like me, DJ Creep. Although Distant Worlds did make me a billionaire.
I'm like
once cracked a billion and then never again.
I'm like you can't spend it when you're dead kind of guy. You know what I mean?
No, I'm a bit like that.
I'm
like that in real life too, which is why I'm poor.
Yeah. Exactly.
The thing is, what I like about this game is landing on undiscovered planets, getting out on foot, walking around, scanning plants. Yeah, and just doing that for a couple of weeks. You get billions.
Yeah. I'm really always reluctant to engage with any of the on foot stuff. I'm like, as far as I'm concerned, they could just rip it out game tomorrow and I wouldn't miss anything. Like, I'm absolutely fine with that. I'd rather the cockpit game was better than the on foot game be.
The cockpit game is bloody good though, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Oh yeah. I mean, now that's what I'm saying. It's to find ways to make that even more enjoyable. Then yeah, I'm not worried that one day they're gonna bring in like loads of stuff where it's like, now you really do have to get the fuck out of your shit, you lazy bastard.
Well, Odyssey's coming, isn't it? So I suppose it might be that.
Oh, you're telling me I've got to stand up? Jesus.
I've just got to say, I just want to add something to Commander Jalfreezi there, who sounded like some lovely hippie, but we've also been playing some of the CZs on foot, and he likes to kill people with rocket launchers. So don't think for one second. Is that fair, Commander Jalfreezi?
No, it's because it works.
Yeah.
I would say it sounds effective.
Very effective. To be fair, very effective. Quite amusing and very effective.
Don't bring a gun to an RPG fight.
No, bring a rocket launcher. It's much more fun. Yeah. So, but Odyssey looks like it's got some ship stuff going on with it. Of course, there's the burning stations missions have been released. Have you had a look at those? Mykl and DJ Creep?
I didn't play it, but I
No,
heard about it.
have you seen any of the kind of news about it? They haven't launched it yet, but
Great shot, Commander.
I don't think I'm familiar.
Firestorm
No.
missions. So it looks like FDev have released some previews. It's been talked about in a couple of channels. They've released the kind of breakdown of Firestorm missions, which are I suppose they're a bit like the Burning Station rescue missions, but there's a couple of added bits. So it's a ship-based mission in operations. Squad of 4. Looks like a couple of you might need to keep off the pirates, or one of you might need to keep the pirates off. It looks like one of you needs to blow up the blast doors on the station because the nasty pirates have locked the people in.
Oh, was
And
this
set
where I saw where you had to hack a hack a terminal from the ship or something,
Yeah, so you
like
either...
to release the mailbox?
Yeah, that's it. And then there's a bunch of turrets on the outside, and then there's stuff on the inside that you've got to take out because it's flying people and rescue people, probably with the Highlander dildo ship. Sorry, I mean the Lynx Highliner. But yeah, so that looks... I would have thought that would probably appeal a few times at least for you, DJ Creep. Still ship-based.
Yeah. I think I did. Now that I think about it, I think I did see a brief summary of that a couple of days ago. Again, my memory's like dog shit.
No, mine
But-
too.
Yeah, it looked interesting. In it, a new take on the so the burning station mission, but squatted.
Yeah.
Looked interesting. So yeah, but it's just a case of rounding up fuckers who are willing to do it now.
Well, we were talking about that the other day, myself and Jalfreezi. I think we've got a plan, haven't we, Jalfreezi, to put
We do indeed.
a few squads together, couple of infamous
I
people.
would definitely suck.
Yeah, we'll invite you guys, definitely. Yeah.
Totally unrelated, but I just want to say I really appreciate the name Jalfreezi. And
Yeah, same.
Indian food is the best food on the planet, and anyone who thinks otherwise is completely demented. And it's an absolutely great dish. And there's a place up mine called Dabwell that does one of the best Jalfreezis you've ever had in your fucking life. So if you ever happen to be in Newcastle anytime, hit me up.
What's that down the biggie, is it? Is that down the biggie?
No. It's up on Bridge Street,
Alright.
New Bridge Street,
Well, it's a
closer
great
to the
place.
monument. Closer to the monument.
I recently
That's some good
the
programming,
place opened
big
across
market,
the
of
street
course.
from here.
Sorry, Mykl. Say again.
Recently, a new Indian place opened across the street from here, and I recently tried the Jalfreezi, and it's almost as good as at Dabawar.
Ooh, big
That's a
words.
high bar to me, so I'm not gonna grant that easily, but it's good. It's really good.
Yeah.
love a Jalfreezi.
Oh man, just fantastic. Anyway, didn't want to deviate too far.
No, it's fine. Well, Jalfreezi, what? Just give us some of your other ship names.
Oh, no. Caspian Curry Monster.
Nice. Keep going. Keep talking.
Vet Vindaloo. That's me called Vet.
Of course.
Zeno Madras. That's me Lounge Chieftain. Guardian Ghost Explorer.
Ghost. Alabanaga.
Donald Explorer.
Ghost. Sorry, I was thinking Ghost Pepper. I've got my the things mixed up. Sorry, carry on.
Yeah, Partha Madras. That's me Dolphin. Kestrel Calmer. That's me Kestrel. Ticket Transporter. That's me Type 7. Lunar Explorer. That's an Asp Explorer. Kima Collector. That's a Type 8. Ticket Tormentor. That's an Alliance Crusader. Chili Bullet. That's another Alliance Chieftain. Curry Courier. That's me Lynx.
I think you need aim a bit more exotic, man. I think you should try like a Shakaton.
Bravo.
or a you know, or a Atari, like something like that,
Oh dear.
or some sort of Indian fusion, like like
I do.
Beamer.
Commander Jalfreezi
I've
is
got a cobra called a small nun.
a small nun. Yeah.
Extra patty.
I'd called base curry.
Dear.
I'm gonna have a horror. I'm gonna rename my horror the chat.
Just to give you lovely Commander Jalfreezi, just to give you a sense of Commander Jalfreezi's sense of humour, I'm going to put the litter screenshots on the if I can manage it, and then I'm going to read out the fleet carrier information. Will this work? There we go. We've got the litter screenshots. Should play through. So this is from Commander Jalfreezi. I landed on the fleet carrier to find this note. It has come to my attention that there is someone dropping litter on this carrier. There are several tried and tested penalties for preventing this antisocial behaviour. The first one is death by multiple firing squads, though that does leave a little mess. The second is the removal of the limbs that drop the litter. The third and more likely one is to listen to the poem I have been perfecting for 20 years at 200 decibels. Have a nice day. So, Vogue on poetry is a bit of a theme for us, and then the other one is the other one is Commander Jalfreezi got blown up yesterday. He got hijacked by a couple of anacondas looking for power wreckage, and he's issued a decree. Decree number 1. The FGS, which is the Flat Galaxy Society, are now sworn enemies of this squadron because of their hindrance to relaxed, chilled and unfettered destruction of their ships. Anyone who disagrees with this decree will suffer the same fate as those who drop litter.
It sounds like something out of fucking Red Dwarf, which I'm very much enjoying.
We are living our best
or Hitchhiker's Guide or something like
So-
just these sort of really formal but absurd sort of spin on normal corporate warnings and things like that. I'm very much enjoying that.
We are both huge Hitchhiker's fan and Red Dwarf fans.
Of course.
And yeah, there's been a theme. So my ships are all named after stuff in Hitchhiker.
Well, it's part of your DNA when you're a Brit, isn't it? It's like it's
I think so. Yeah,
baked into your chromosomes, like.
Definitely. Just proves that digital watches are a good idea. So I suppose we are. I must let you get. What time are we? We've been going, haven't we? Absolute pleasure to be speaking with you. But I've got a couple of last kind of things just to kind of wrap up.
Yeah.
I suppose the first one is, if there was a Distant Worlds 4, would you?
Yes.
Yes, unequivocally yes.
Yeah.
Instantly.
Love
I
it.
don't know if I'd be a helper on the next one.
You'd like
I felt like I didn't, because on Distant Worlds 2, again because I wasn't DJing or anything, I felt like I could dedicate a lot of time, and there was a huge influx of new players, like more so I think than even this time round. I feel like that. I could be wrong about that, but there was such a huge influx of new players, and I've spent a lot of time on FleetCom giving people a bit of steer and helping people out and, quietly laughing at them. But
I think I was one of the ones you were
those
laughing
three, once the expedition kicked off proper, I don't feel like I spent enough time in the forums helping people that I should have done. And I think a lot of that's to do with the more experienced people there in the first place. But I think a big part of it was I was kind of too busy keeping up with the fleet while also DJing and also, I was working as well. So it's like
busy, wasn't it? It was a
yeah.
busy
So I
expedition.
felt like I didn't do the role very well this time, as well as I should have done. And also I got in a bit of hot water a couple of times because I lost patience with a couple of people. I got a couple of hard warnings off the organisers at one point, because there was this dickhead came into the Discord and he's like, "Why did this do like this? Why I cannot do this? This is rubbish." And I was like, all right, yeah, I can see why that's confusing. Like, and it's hard to explain on text. So if you're getting a call with us, I'll screen share with you and I'll show you what you need to do. I can't even remember what it was about at this point.
Right.
And he just ignored every single offer of help. Every single person who was like,
So he didn't actually
I'll
want
get
help. He just wanted to moan.
I just wanted to piss and moan about it.
Yeah.
And he was just going on and just whinging. And I was like, bro, I'm willing to help you. Like, just let's have a conversation. You know what I mean? You don't have to just put up the main Discord with all this nonsense or whatever. And eventually, I think I just told him to fuck off.
Yeah. to be fair though, it sounds like he deserved
back
it.
Now. I told him to stop being such a whiny little fucking bitch.
Good. Well, I think that's
and
quite right.
then the organisers were like, "This conduct isn't really acceptable."
Well, yeah, but sometimes.
Which is fair.
Sometimes.
Which is fair.
Yeah.
You should have read the poem.
Yeah.
I should have sent him a decree.
You should have. Or just read him some Vogon poetry.
You will get thoroughly narged. So I had a couple of warnings, and that made me step back a little bit because I was like, yeah, I've lost a bit of patience here. I need to chill the fuck out of it. And then there was all the hoo-ha with the Beagle Bar, wasn't there, man?
What? Oh yeah, I do. Well, I wasn't going to mention that. I thought Mykl may be having trauma with stuff like that. I wasn't going to mention it.
Oh man, it's just such a non-issue, but like,
Yeah, exactly.
But it was amusing. But yeah, but I just don't feel like. I feel like I'm a less patient person now than I was in Distant Worlds 2. Let's put it that way.
Yeah.
And I think I learned that from this one. So I think maybe next time round I'll be if there's an opportunity I'll do the DJing, but I'll probably not put myself in as a helper this time.
Yeah, we've been discussing what Distant World 4 could look like with Kenny on his last show. And yeah, we kind of came to the conclusion it's probably not going to happen in Elite. It would take a Dangerous 2, or there's alternatives we have been talking about, like No Man's Sky and also Star Citizen. But
Oof.
Rackham's Peak, that'd be a good one to go to.
Which one?
Rackham's Peak.
I haven't heard of that.
Oh, that's the most furthest system away from the north of the galaxy.
Oh, as a target, I mean, yeah, but just getting somewhere has been kind of a... The thing is, the galaxy isn't as fresh anymore.
Yeah.
So there's not really a point in doing another Distant Worlds if it's gonna happen with the same set of features, I would say.
I think if there's going to be another one, they need to drop the carriers.
You want the consequence and the danger.
Absolutely. And I think everyone should.
I kind of understand that. I do, and we would again.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do.
Commander Jalfreezi and me were talking about this as well because I kind of want to speed run the Distant Worlds waypoints in a way, but someone's already done it, so so that's gone. But I wouldn't mind going back out to do the Distant Worlds waypoints because there's a bunch of time trials that I didn't get to do. But of course, the problem with the time trials is if you blow up on the time trial, you're back in the bubble. But I do think that I would like to go back out. And the exploring that I do won't be with a fleet carrier because for me personally, I kind of want that risk-reward dopamine hit. And I know there's nothing that puts you on the edge of your seat more than when the consequence of, I don't know, however much exobiology and whatever, how many named planets and all the rest is on the table. I think I kind of get that.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like when you. So there's two parts to like, I crapped out and died on a planet mid-expedition. So the two soul-crushing elements of that are, I've been put back all the way to X,
But I've lost.
and the other one was, I've lost X million billion credits of data, and both of those stakes are removed when the carriers are coming along.
Yeah.
And also, by the way, you can just park your ship on the main carrier and just let it ferry you all the way through the expedition and get the badge for it.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, what are we actually doing?
But I think
And again, that's not a diss on the organisers. I know fleet carriers are a thing, and I think they were worried that people would bring fleet carriers anyway.
Yeah.
Even if they didn't. So they were just saying, okay, let's make it so there's some official carriers that follow a certain regimen, and that way you're also... Yeah. So it makes sense, I understand it.
I think the other cool thing about the carriers, for me, personally, on Distant Worlds 3, was the fact that I was working, and sometimes I have to work away quite a bit.
Sure.
Yeah, it was like 2 or 3
Everyone's
weeks.
got the same amount of free time, I get it.
Yeah, and so I think the benefit of... I don't necessarily think of Distant Worlds as exploration, to be honest. I definitely think of it as an event and an enormous community undertaking and a bunch of fun. And why I say that is because all the exploration felt a bit like a race. Even
though all of the organisers are screaming at everyone, this isn't a race.
It was totally a race. It was totally a race because you knew that the fleet carrier was there and everyone was going to get their data in at the same time. So if you'd visited the same system, you wouldn't have a first discovery. So it had to be it ended up as a race because there was 8,000 people. I did one leg.
I never even thought about that.
I did one leg, and I don't think I even found a first discovery on a whole leg. It was like 20,000 light years.
You have to go off route, of course. You have to take.
I went up and I went down. I did Mykl. I did the uppy downy thing off the plane. But yeah, no.
Down left and right.
Well, again, time. For me, time is always the factor. Work and life and.
Well, this is the thing as well. Like, so there's only certain days of the week where I'm like, when we're on the expedition, right? So it's like, usually it was Saturday. I'll do the leg of the expedition, and then Sunday I curate the set, play the set.
Yeah.
Like after I've landed at meet or something like that. So that's how I was kind of structuring it. But I couldn't really, or wouldn't, I should put it, spend the time on weeknights, doing that journey. So I was doing every leg in one sitting.
Oh wow! Okay.
Every single leg I did in one sitting for the entire journey. There was 2 waypoints where I was just parked on the carrier because I couldn't get logged on.
Yeah.
Not couldn't get logged on, but I wasn't able to log on.
There was the one on the Saturday, wasn't it, where they had that bit of a disaster? Yeah.
I think it was like 8 and 9. I think waypoints 8 and 9 or something. Where I parked on the carrier and I just let them ferry it along.
FDev had a thing.
For every other one, I made each leg like in one session.
Wow.
With 40 light year jump ring.
I am 07. Hat off.
I mean, the thing about just doing the distance is it's not that hard.
No.
If you just want to go straight to where you want to go, it's
no.
If you just focus.
Yeah, I'm not fucking around. I'm stopping and popping, and that's it. Like literally.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing for the whole duration. I never did any exo bio. Never looked for Earth like. Never. None of that. Not
I've been meaning to do that since after Beagle Point there was a lot of more unexplored space. That's kind of where I wanted to start my exploration stuff, which is exactly when the game stopped working.
Mykl, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
It really just... it's horrible.
Yeah. I mean, but yeah, until then it was a race for me too, kinda. I did one leg by myself and then took most of the time on the carriers. But yeah, I kinda had a plan to start the exploration in the second half, and but it was a...
Everyone has a plan till they upgrade to Linux.
I shouldn't laugh.
I
It's
did
not
that
funny.
way before, so the switch to Linux wasn't the problem. It is something with the launcher that just refuses to work, or I don't know, driver issues. Or I've tried everything, so
I'm sure finding help for your issue was compounded by the fact that you are on Linux, though.
I refuse to go back to Windows.
I don't blame you. The ethics of Windows is screwed. I really don't blame you. I have to have Windows because of work, but if I didn't, I would have gone to Steam OS or Linux or so it's the same thing. I know.
I mean, that was my excuse too. But once I made the switch, I found out that pretty much everything runs on Linux.
Yeah.
So you don't really need Windows for anything anymore. You only need either Wine or Proton, and you can get everything to run.
Yeah.
I've got plenty of wine.
Say again.
I've got plenty of wine.
Don't drink wine in Newcastle, do they? I thought that
Currently it's Cabernet Sauvignon.
Really? I thought you'd be drinking a bottle of dog mine.
I do like the occasional bottle of brown, but mostly, or I do like speckled wine as well.
Oh, yeah.
Partial with that and a Guinness now and again when I'm in the mood. No, red wine. I was a lager drinker. I was like exclusively a Kronenberg drinker for almost 15 years. But then I think the carbonation started to get to my
tummy.
Yeah, and so I found it too gassy and fucking thingy. So yeah, I've been pretty much exclusively on wine for the last 6 years or so.
Good grief. Class traitor.
I'm a deep posture. You want some Tenant Superman? Super T. Super T. I haven't seen a can of Super T for a long time.
I should come here. The people drinking it at 6 o'clock in the morning on the prom.
Yeah. Well, what other time are you going to drink it? You need to be primed.
Yeah. By a whole night out. Yeah. Poor Mykl probably hasn't got a clue what we're talking about. I don't think they have such.
Of course I do.
Oh, you do? Oh, right. You're not drinking Tenant
to the
Super.
culture.
Michael's Germany. You tell me he doesn't know about beer.
No. Bottle of dog and all that is not very German.
Oh, he's been Newcastle fucking more times than me.
Oh, is he? Have you, Michael?
Yeah.
I was going to say that was the thing I meant to mention actually. Like, you're talking about like what was the most fun part of the expedition and what have you taken away from it. And I kind of wanted to say that for me, meeting Mykl for me was like kind of one of the coolest things to come out of getting involved with Distant Worlds and FleetCon and Distant Radio. And yeah, Mykl's been over to Newcastle a couple of times to stay for a few days. We've gone out fucking dinner and drinks, and I give him a little tour of the town and that, of the tune, I should say.
Actually,
and he's fucking on. You what, sorry?
I'm starting to know my way around the city now, so I can name a few streets, and I definitely know where everything is I need.
Yeah, he doesn't need me anymore.
Right? He's independent.
Huh?
Set him free. To fit in properly though, Mykl, you will have to wear shorts and a t-shirt in the depths of winter. That's
not a problem.
Well, it's funny you say that. He did rock up fucking without a jacket.
Yeah.
You remember, Mykl? You were like, I'm going to spare coat, have you?
Yeah, I was asking for a windbreaker just so. Yeah, I misjudged the weather.
What time of year was it? Was it November or something?
No, it was September.
Oh, right, yeah, it's
no, this time it was mid-August even. So, last year. But yeah, the first time I was there was in early, like on the break of September. and it was fucking hot. I never expected that from the northern side of England, like in the 30s, it was way too hot.
Mykl expected the weather to be the same on a second visit.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean,
because
it's usually not the same. It's
In-
usually not the
in
same
that
on the
place in
next
England.
day.
Yeah. So the warmest thing I had was like what's it called, a sweater hoodie.
So yeah, in order to make sure he's sitting taller, I give him a Green Star roll jacket.
Nice.
Yes, and I'm wearing that all the time now. Especially I wore that through winter a lot.
Oh, I love that.
Nice jacket, man.
I love that. I think just to go back to your point though, DJ Creep. I think for me, having never been engaged in the community at all before Distant Worlds, and whilst I haven't met people in person, but that's certainly been the greatest pleasure for me. Speaking with people.
Yeah, friends.
Yeah,
You've made along the way, innit?
Yeah.
And I know it sounds cliche now, but
No, it's true.
For me, like my friends list on Elite is fucking stupid. A lot of that's to do with fuel racks because you add people and you have to get everyone after I've them. But my friends list on the game is just stupid. It's absolutely stupid. It's like fucking 80 pages long. Like. And every time I log on, like there's someone saying, hey, how are you doing? I haven't seen you online for a while or whatever. Like,
Lovely.
and it's just always welcoming. And like I always
is
do
the biggest part that also keeps me with Elite.
Absolutely. And like when I dock at the station, if I see, again, I play it open all the time, and that's because when I dock on a station or whatever, if I see any hollow circles, I'll put up a little 07, and 9 times out of 10 people put a little 07 back, you know what I mean, even strangers. And so.
No, never more than that though, because it's such a pain in the ass to use that in-game chat thing. if that was like voice to text thing, it'd be brilliant, wouldn't it? I really struggle with.
I don't have an issue with it. Like, you were talking about this setup before, how like you couldn't mount your whole task because of your keyboard and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Admittedly, I keep my mini keyboard off my desk, literally when I'm not using it, because I use it the least. So I tend to have that set aside, and I have a little slide-out panel under the main desk, which is where my keyboard and mouse is.
Yeah.
And then when I'm playing Elite, I move the keyboard onto the main desk, and then move the whole task from the main desk onto the little slide-out panel.
Got you.
And then I can just reach over and use the keyboard really easily. I've got access to the mouse as well on the far right, but that's how I do it. So there's a bit of switcheroo going around when I load up Elite specifically, but
I did a terrible thing some years ago, so I didn't have a stand for my digital piano, so I cut my legs down on my desk so that my piano could sit on top of it and be at the right height. So it's all
also it's quite low.
So I can't put I should have a little drawer with the keyboard on, but I can't because it'd impact my knees.
You need can't you? So
I need to start again. What I need to do, DJ Creep, is rip it all out and start again and build a proper desk. That's the plan. That's where I'm going to go.
I mean, that's the low effort option, I guess.
Yeah. I'm not going to do what SimStar did though. I'm not going to build a whole simulator.
Well, why not?
Because you can't afford it.
Because I haven't got space.
Okay.
and I can't afford it. Who can afford anything anymore?
Yeah.
Can't even afford
exactly.
a litre of diesel. But there you go. Right.
But yeah, the friends we made, 100%. Like that's what it's all. That's what it's all been about. Like definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Love that. I've been very privileged and honoured to have met Commander Jalfreezi through the stream. Didn't even meet him through the Distant Worlds, but Distant Worlds was the reason for the stream. I wanted to create like a video log, and then of course Commander Jalfreezi, for some strange reason, has been here for every episode.
It's so mad.
There's something not right. But I mean that in the nicest possible way. But thank you.
Let's get this nut in.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
So the final question then, before I wrap up properly, but before I do that even, I'd just like to say thank you so much for coming on. I am so privileged that people like yourselves will come onto my tiny little stream that is, just me messing around really. I am so grateful. Thank you very, very much. And grateful for Distant Radio and all the work on Distant Worlds as well. But my wrap up, I suppose, my last question is, did you go to Hutton Orbital and get a free Anaconda?
No.
No?
I've never sat in an Anaconda in my life. I've never bought one. I've never got a free one, and I know you don't get a free one from fucking Hutton. But I could give less fucks about an Anaconda than you can possibly fit in the Grand Canyon. I think it's it's always been the ship for me. It's been the easy mode ship. And I've always seen that as such, and I've got 22 ships fully grade 5 engineered, and I've never owned an Anaconda in my life, and I never will.
I can feel the dislike of an Anaconda through the...
Disdain. It's not dislike, it's disdain. And disdain for Anaconda pilots.
Does it go back to 1986? Did you get, when you were on the Model B?
Like fucking, you know what it is? Every Anaconda pilot's playing fucking reggae. They've got their B-rated and they're just fucking face planting on the view. That's Anaconda pilots in my eyes. Like every single fucking one of them.
There's going to be so much anger in the comments.
Try something else. Have a single independent thought in the Anaconda pilots. Do something for yourself.
Hey. Do me a favour, mate. Have a look at. There's a YouTube video called "The Dub Side of the Moon" by Beautiful People. So it's like a reggae version of "Dark Side of the Moon" by Pink Floyd.
Oh, okay.
Well, if I was a big Pink Floyd fan, I'd probably go looking at that with glee. But I'm definitely not a bad rock fan either. So. I'll check it out, and then I will tell you how many nosebleeds it gave me. But there is no hope. There is no hope.
I think you're literally flogging a dead horse. Oh, dear.
But yeah, I haven't been to Hutton either yet, so I should for the mug.
Yeah, we should all go for the
been
mug.
There. I've been there for the mug, like 100%. I wouldn't go there for fucking Anaconda though.
But you don't get one there, do you?
Of course you do.
Yeah.
There you go. You don't get a free Anaconda at Hutton.
I don't.
Have you even played this game, Jalfreezi? What the fuck are you talking about?
I did go to Hutton Orbital in the console and on Horizons before all the new ships, so I definitely got my free Anaconda.
Did you believe you were going to get a free Anaconda?
Did I believe it? Yeah, I hoped. I think. Before Distant Worlds, we're talking about in-game credits. DJ Creep. Before Distant Worlds, I'd only ever managed to get 51 million credits. Despite 9 years of playing. And of course I spent stuff on ships and stuff. I had ships. But so anything that was going to give me a leg up at that point, I was tearing my hair out. Yeah, I think I probably did hope.
Sure. Because there was like several credit exploits that have been around over the years, wasn't there? When a passenger mission got introduced, there was a passenger mission exploit you could stack.
There was.
But it just paid out absolutely absurdly. Yeah. And I remember running that myself, like for a couple of weeks.
Desperation sets in sometimes, I think.
And then there was the mining. What was it? Platinum?
Yeah.
Void opals.
Yeah.
Void opals were like absurdly imbalanced for things, so there was that. And I remember doing a little bit of that, but I never did laser mining. I always did like DD pork, so it's more enjoyable for me.
Oh, I love the sound of that. I love the sound of that.
Audio ran on that. I remember them showing that off on the fucking dead stream, and it was just like, what the living fuck is this? And I watched a replay of that crap, and then Shockwave. I rewatched that like fucking 200 times now.
Yeah.
absolutely magic.
I did it today, and then also even the bit where you fly in amongst the rocks and your cockpit window freezes up, and it's just so well done.
It's the little touches, that just give it so much. And then the first time, do you remember the first time your fucking cockpit got blown out?
Yeah. The terror.
And everything goes quiet, and you can hear yourself breathing.
Well, Jalfreezi remembers that because it only happened yesterday.
Oh shit! Well, I'll teach you later.
It was the flat galaxy lot, wasn't it? They ambushed him with a couple of
He fucking hauled his cigarette out the window, innit? And then fucking space cops came in and with their trumpets and smashed his front doors in.
Bless him. Bless little cock socks. I think it was revenge for all the rocket launcher mishaps. I think they chased him down.
RPG.
Definitely. Well,
I might set up a fleet based on kebab names.
There is a. What's the fleet carrier called, Jalfreezi?
What, mine?
Yeah,
the kebab station.
There you go.
Oh my god.
Although I think after this, I'm going to write a letter to FDev, and I'm going to suggest that all ships for a period of a month every year should be painted in the Jamaican flag, and all the tunes in the game should be changed to reggae, just for DJ Creep.
Well, I'd think.
Yes, I might end up doing that.
And I do just want to add before we do sign off, take everything I say with a grain of salt. All the stuff about reggae and all the stuff about
Anaconda pilots.
Anaconda. I'm just fucking with it. Although I do hate reggae, but I'm not saying that people who listen to reggae are the son of Satan or ejected into space. You know what I mean? And that's not what I'm saying exactly.
I've got that.
So just so everyone knows, I'm all in good jest.
Definitely. And you guys have been just amazing to have on. Thank you so much. If you ever feel like popping in, I won't remove you off the Discord. If you ever feel like popping in on any of the streams, please do. Really enjoyed your company, both of you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Commander Jalfreezi, as always. I'm going to sign off because I need a wee mainly. That's usually the reason the stream ends is because of my weak bladder.
Eric, you need another stream.
There's options you can look into regarding that. I think there's something called a stadium pal.
You just need to get a bucket. Just get a bucket.
Yeah. just an old bottle. Yeah, it'll be fine. But thank you so very, very much. For those of you out in YouTube land, thank you very much if you pop by. If you want to leave a like, I always appreciate that. If you don't like it, please leave a thumbs down and tell us why. It'd be brilliant.
I will.
I don't blame you. But once again, thank you so very much. And 07, thanks for all the fish.
Thanks for the invite. Thanks for having us. And always a pleasure.